On today's episode, we're going to look at a line of pedals from 2005 that's so full of controversy, confusion, and low prices that your head's going to spin right off your neck.
Yeah!
Most of you know Danelectro from the late 90s reissue of the brand and this amazing pedal line that came out in these large, heavy metal enclosures. Fantastic sounds, great effects, one of my favorite lines of all time, and you've seen me show these on the show. And most of you also know there are a lot of other series of effects from Danelectro, like the Food series and some others. But today, I'm going to focus on one in particular that's very, very fascinating. It is the FAB series. These are in plastic enclosures and they're very affordable. They say FAB up top and the type of effect underneath. Now, these were released in 2005 and they were made for one purpose and one purpose only. They were made to be the ultimate budget brand for big box stores. Now, there's actually a problem with how well this worked. They sold so well through Guitar Center, upwards of 1,000 a week, that Guitar Center had to cancel these and remove them from the stores. The margin was so low that for every one of these FAB pedals sold, another pedal brand wasn't selling, and all the other pedal brands had more margin because they cost more. They were very damaging to the salespeople that worked on commission and Guitar Center as a whole. So yes, the FAB series of pedals to start off actually broke Guitar Center in a way. And on top of that, there's some juicy conspiracy theories concerning what these are based on. So let's jump right into each one and see what I figured out. First up on this journey of fabulicious pedals is the FAB Metal. Now, I'm not a fan of metal pedals. I like them because I like every pedal. But when I see the term metal describing the sonic characteristic of a pedal, it's not something I'm going to grab my wallet and, run out the door with. But this is a little tricky because it's based on a pedal I love and one that I don't really associate with metal. It is a 3-knob modified version of the classic DOD Grunge. You heard it here, people. You learned it here too, don't forget that. This is a metal labeled pedal that's actually a grunge pedal. Says metal, sounds like grunge. It offers the question to you, is grunge metal? Is metal grunge? I don't know. We're going to put them up here. I'm going to show you how they sound really great. In a lot of ways, this is easier to use. Sounds fantastic. The 3 knobs are much easier than using the butt and face knob, which are low end, high end. Pretty fantastic analogy they used. It's simple, sounds good, super, super cheap. What's the price? $19.99 new. Number 2 on this FAB rundown is the 600 millisecond delay. This comes in at a steep $25.99. I have seen them used for about $13, $12, $14, something like that. So super affordable. It's really great. The 600 millisecond term in its name is how long of a delay time it offers. So if 1 second is 1,000 milliseconds, this falls in between the much shorter slap delay times and longer ambient time. So one magical trick for this that I love is to just turn every knob all the way up. It creates a really nice, beautiful texture kind of pad delay, really nice ambient delay, honestly. It's great, simple, easy to use. And the heart of this circuit is important because it's in several of these pedals in the line. It is the chipset known as the PT2399. Now this chipset was invented for karaoke machines. So you go to Costco, you buy a karaoke machine, your 13-year-old daughter sings Carly Rae Jepsen songs or whatever her name is, and there's a little echo. That's what the chip was made for, but people in the pedal industry, including myself, have used that chip to great success for echo and delay. That's what's in here, some of the others as well, and it's gold. That's notable. It's a great pedal. Check it out. Next up is the pedal from this series that instantly caught my attention years ago, probably around 2005 or 6 when they were released. And it drove me mad because the copy made a claim that I was so curious about that I think I didn't sleep for 6 months. Let me read the copy to this pedal. It is the FAB Overdrive, the silver one. It says, the copy of the product. History was made in 1975 when a mom and pop store in California commissioned the production of just 200 of what is perhaps the best overdrive effect ever, big claim. Unlike any other effects unit, the pedal authentically simulated the breakup that occurs when a tube amp is run at full volume. I mean, there's a lot of pedals that claim to do that. You will occasionally see an original in the stage of a major artist. If you could find an original offered for sale, you should probably sit down before inquiring about the price. They're basically saying it's expensive. Danelectro puts the FAB Overdrive D2 guitar effects pedal in your hands without wiping out your financial portfolio. So, what is this 1975 mom and pop shop? What is it? Well, I dug around on and off for about a year, and I figured it out. Text messages, I found private forums of people who worked in this store and started Facebook groups. It's insane. The store is called Nadine's in Hollywood / work there, learned that. And Nadine's, like a lot of other companies, wanted to sell products in their stores, but stores don't really make products. They just want to relabel it. And here's a picture of the mysterious Nadine's Overdrive. Now, here's the problem. This is literally the only picture I can find. It's the size of my fingernail. I'm sorry for that, but look at it, stare at it, because it brought me into another mystery that I solved. It is this, exactly, the Vesta Fire Signal Device Overdrive. Basically, there's a company that would put whatever brand you wanted on this exact pedal. The insides are all the same, but the graphics are different, and Nadine's, probably at Winter NAMM, had a series of pedals developed. There's a picture of a distortion as well. This is it. This is the mom and pop store pedal, made in Japan, OEM'd for Nadine's, and they replicated it perfectly. Apparently, Brian Setzer told the owner of Danelectro to check this out, and that's why it's part of the line. They are incredibly rare because I cannot find one that says Nadine's. If you have that and you're willing to part with it, just contact me and I'll have a discussion with you because I feel like there's a hole in my heart, and that's where we're at. By the way, this is really cheap, $16.99. I saw one of these used for $7. Number 4 in the FAB series is one and the only one that was discontinued. All of these are still being made. You can buy them except for this one. It is the FAB Flange. It originally cost $29. They're super cheap right now. There's not a lot of control range here. Pretty sure it's a digital flanger. I opened the back. It's a bunch of very strange chipsets, but I didn't see any hints of analog circuitry, bucket brigade type stuff. So pretty sure it's a digital flange, which is fine. But the potentiometer sweep and controls, I don't know. It kind of goes from nothing to like zombie space noises, and that's cool. So I found a setting that kind of vibes with how I feel today. I'll play it for you. You be the judge, because honestly, you're always the judge. And I'm just sitting here. I'm on trial. And here's some riffs. Go easy on me. of the Fabs is a little bit of a mystery, but I'm gonna be honest. I had a little bit of a meltdown. I had a medium meltdown, like a 7 of 10 meltdown. I've had some 10s and 12s lately, trying to figure out what this is. It is the FAB Fuzz. It's an op-amp fuzz. Now, I initially went, oh, well, I'm sure it's an op-amp Big Muff. Absolutely. No, it's not. Sounds nothing like it. Circuit's not there. And then I thought, Danelectro, they kind of lean into weird stuff and kind of replicate and tweak weird designs. So maybe it's the old Univox Square Wave. No, it's not. Sounds nothing like it. Way too many parts for that. And then I said, oh, it's the Earth Sound Research graphic fuzz. No, you know, here's where I'm at. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's 3 knobs, volume, fuzz, tone. I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say that much like these digital pedals, I think they're just original. I think they actually engineered them, and they're original, and it's purple. It's kind of like Joker purple. Like, we'll call this the Joker fuzz. Oh, and it's $29.99. Next up is the FAB Echo, not to be confused with the other golden delay echo. This one is fixed at a slapback delay time. Half of you will find it incredibly annoying, and the other half of you will find it invigorating and freeing that there is not a time knob to distract you from playing guitar. Plug it up. It's a fantastic slap echo. We used to modify these. In fact, Nick, didn't you used to modify these?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, there's some out there with a JHS sticker and a time knob. So essentially we took what I think is great about this and took that away and charged people. That's disturbing. Let's check it out. Oh, it's like $29. It's more expensive than the one with more controls. Whatever. Next is the FAB Chorus. It is a chorus pedal. It's a really good, really simple chorus pedal at that. It utilizes that PT2399 karaoke chipset. It's great. I like it. This actually has some plastic peeling. Should I leave it? New. But the plastic, anyway, let's listen to it. It's good. It's 20 bucks. It's actually $19.99. The last pedal I want to cover today is an enigma, a mystery. It is a troubling issue for me personally. I'm going to try my best not to have a meltdown. It is the FAB Distortion. It's like $18.95, and the original copy is so gripping, compelling, and leaves so much mystery right at my fingertips that it's maddening. Let me read the copy. Let me walk you through the turmoil that I'm experiencing as a historian pedal nerd. Here's the copy for this pedal. Here it goes. In the late 70s, a tiny, that's key, effects maker in Japan produced a small quantity of what many believe is the definitive distortion box. Who are the many? It had delicious tonality and was highly responsive and versatile. Recently, a boutique pedal maker reissued that box at $300 plus. Who is that maker? What's the pedal? Danelectro offers you the D1 FAB Distortion at an unbelievable price. I give them that. It's like $18 as a sonic equivalent to the prized original. Okay, off the bat, I gotta know, what's this a copy of? A tiny effects maker in Japan in the 70s. There weren't really tiny ones. There were companies like Maxon. So I go, oh, it's a DNS. They're not tiny, but Maxon was still small-ish as a company because most people didn't know they were making all the Ibanez pedals. They're a huge company, but Maxon itself wasn't that known. So for sure, it's the DNS. Case solved. No, it's not the DNS because the DNS is a big muff and it sounds nothing like that. The circuit's not the same. It's not this classic Ibanez Overdrive because these are the same pedal made by the same company. And then I fall apart because there's no one left. It's not Shinai. They only made fuzzes and weird stuff. Could it be the SD9? I don't know. I mean, that's from the 9 series and we're into the 80s. Could it be the Zoom box from the late 70s Gaiatone? No, because it's a Distortion Plus variant. Could it be something like the Quran Distortion 15? No, because it's in that same family as well. Could it just be stuff from the 80s and they're confused, like the Pearl Distortion? Could it be the ADT Distortion 1? Could it be an Arion Distortion? They don't even know what this pedal is. They have no clue what they're talking about. They write it in the copy, and people like me have a hard time with that. It's $18.95. It sounds really good, but we will never know. Trust me, you're never gonna know where this came from, what it is. I don't know, and because I don't know, you're not allowed to know. Today's record time is brought to you by the June 1966 release of the FAB 4. The Beatles yesterday and today. Really great. I want to go ahead and tell you there's 2 covers to this. One is super controversial. I can't find it. It's called the Butcher cover. Nick, if you'll pop a photo up there. You notice the photo, they're holding weird pieces of meat and baby heads. I don't know what that's about. It's kind of strange. But this album's great. This is the clean, more family-friendly version. Paul's inside of a box. That's fun. But this is loaded with tracks. It's awesome. This is like the 12th American release by the Beatles. It kind of has this vibe of like a weird late 60s greatest hits kind of thing. Anyway, yeah, Yesterday's on it. Nowhere Man, Drive My Car, Day Tripper. It's a cool introduction to the Beatles if you haven't quite gone there yet. And it's just a weird alternate cover and the name Fab 4, Fab Pedals. I don't know, I'm just reaching for stuff. It's a good album. Let me know what you think in the comments. What's your favorite Beatle album? What's your favorite Fab 4 album? Thanks so much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed this, there is another fantastic Danelectro episode that we worked really hard on. It is called Who is Danelectro? It's a behind-the-scenes look at the history and the creator who brought back this brand in the late 90s. It's awesome. There's a link in the description below, so go check that out. If you like this episode, please hit like, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon to get notifications of future episodes. Check out thejhsshow.com for merch, shirts, all kinds of other fun things. And there is a Patreon. There's a link down below. You can go to that and you can give a little bit and support the show and all of this history we're archiving, whether it's something as simple as today, all the research that goes into this and work that is behind the scenes, or longer documentary style things. You can go there, be a member of that. You get exclusive giveaways. I do an exclusive Longforn talk, and we're doing some other cool stuff, revamping it all. I don't know what we're doing. I kind of know what we're doing, but I can't say. Anyway, check it all out. Have a wonderful day. Dare I say, a fabulous day.